Modern single slopes are saving $40,000 for barndominiums. And if you're planning to build one, this could be the difference between your dream home and financial disaster. Right now, while everyone's obsessing over fancy roof lines and complex designs, smart builders have discovered a secret that's slashing construction costs by tens of thousands of dollars. But here's what's really shocking. This isn't about cutting corners or building cheap. This is about building smarter. The single slope design isn't just saving money, it's creating better barndominiums than the expensive alternatives. I discovered this after talking to a family who built their 3,000 square foot barndominium for $40,000, less than their neighbors spent on the exact same size. The only difference? Their roof. While traditional barndominium builders are dealing with complex framing, expensive materials, and costly labor, single slope builders are getting the same result for a fraction of the price. But here's the part that'll change everything. This is not just about the upfront savings. The long-term benefits of modern single slopes are so dramatic that builders who ignore this trend are setting their clients up for decades of unnecessary expenses. The families who've made this switch aren't just saving money during construction. They're saving every single month for the rest of their lives. So here's the question every future barndominium owner needs to answer. Why would you pay $40,000 more for a worse result? Traditional gable roof systems promise a classic look, but beneath the surface, they are loaded with hidden expenses that can quietly wreck a barndominium budget. Custom trusses for a 3,000 square foot home routinely run between $18,000 and $28,000. That is just for the steel skeleton, before a single panel goes up. Then come the engineering fees. A gable roof, with its intersecting planes and ridge beams, demands more hours from the structural engineer. It is not unusual to see $1,800 to $2,700 tacked on just to calculate the extra load paths and connection points. The real trouble starts with complexity. Every ridge, valley, and hip means more joints, 4 distinct families of connections, each one a potential leak or future repair. Each joint multiplies the labor needed, slows the build, and raises the risk of water intrusion down the line. Builders with years in the field warn that these intersections are not just a hassle during construction, they are a maintenance headache for decades. Material waste is another silent drain. Gable systems require duplicated lumber at the ridge and extra steel for collar ties. Offcuts pile up, and what is not used goes straight to the landfill, money literally thrown away. Even the permit office notices. A gable roof is higher profile, and extra dead load can push permit fees up by hundreds of dollars thanks to stricter foundation requirements. One builder summed it up after years of watching clients go over budget. Every time someone insists on a complex roof line, I see the same story: costs spiral, timelines stretch, and the dream home starts to feel like a burden. The pain points are real, and they add up fast. For anyone planning a barndominium, ignoring the true cost of roof geometry is a gamble that can turn a dream into a financial mess. Single slope geometry flips the script on barndominium costs. Instead of wrestling with a maze of intersecting beams, a single continuous roof plane cuts through the budget bloat. The numbers are blunt. Material usage drops by thousands of pounds. On a 3,000 square foot build, steel requirements fall by $15,600 the moment the ridge beam and extra collar ties disappear from the plan. That is not a theoretical savings. It is a line on the invoice that never shows up, money that stays in your account. Waste shrinks right alongside the steel. Factory-built single-slope kits generate 24% less scrap than custom gable trusses. Fewer offcuts means less landfill, fewer trips to the dumpster, and a smaller bill from the steel supplier. The savings do not stop at the hardware store. Labor costs take a nosedive. Crews working on a gable roof can burn through 2,200 hours just getting the structure weather tight. With a single slope, that drops to 1,850 hours, a cut of 350 hours. At a typical labor rate of $80 per hour, That is $28,000 saved before drywall even goes up. Time is money, and the single slope design pays out in weeks, not just dollars. The build schedule compresses by 6 weeks. That means 6 fewer weeks of paying interest on a construction loan, 6 fewer weeks of weather risk, and 6 fewer weeks of living in limbo. The single slope approach does not sacrifice quality or durability. It simply removes the complexity that drives up costs and delays. For anyone planning a barndominium, these are not minor tweaks. They are the difference between a project that bleeds cash and one that delivers on its promise. The smartest builders are not settling for less. They are getting more by choosing a roof that works as hard as they do. Insurance actuary James Reed has spent his career calculating risk, and his numbers tell a story most builders never hear. In the world of rural homes, a single slope roof doesn't just save money on materials. It changes the math on safety, insurance, and peace of mind. Reed's latest actuarial tables show a $150 annual premium discount for barndominiums with a single slope design. The reason is simple. In high wind zones, these roofs cut wind-up lift by 10 to 12% compared to gable systems. No ridge means no suction point for tornadoes and straight-line winds to tear apart. That's not a small edge. It's the difference between a claim and a clean report after a storm. Hail is another silent threat. Insurance data from 2023 shows homes with single-slope roofs suffered 30% fewer punctures during Midwest hailstorms. The continuous pitch deflects hail, reducing the chance of a costly roof breach. Reed's analysis found that, on average, repair claims for single-slope homes came in $2,000 lower than for their gable-roofed neighbors. Snowfall tells a similar story. Instead of collecting in valleys or behind ridges, where ice dams form and leaks begin, a single, unbroken slope sheds snow cleanly. That means fewer claims for water intrusion and less risk of winter damage. For homeowners, these numbers aren't just theory. Over a 4-year policy, that $150 annual discount adds up to $600, money that stays in your pocket instead of the insurer's. But the real value is knowing your roof is built to weather the worst, with fewer seams, fewer failure points, and less exposure to the disasters that can turn a dream build into a nightmare. Reed's figures don't lie. Smart roof design isn't just about saving money up front. It's about building a home that stands strong when the weather turns. Over 30 years, the numbers tell a story that goes far beyond a single invoice. The Dawsons, who switched to a single-slope roof at the urging of their builder, have watched the decision pay out every year since. Their total net benefit? Over $225,000, money that would have vanished into oversized trusses, endless repairs, and higher energy bills. With just one hailstorm in 2023, their out-of-pocket repair was $3,200, while their neighbor with a gable roof paid more than double. Laura Dawson remembers the moment the insurance check arrived. "We kept waiting for the big catch, but it never came. The roof just worked. Our premiums dropped, and we haven't had a single leak." The savings ripple through every part of life in the house. Lower insurance premiums stack up, $150 a year, every year, plus thousands avoided in maintenance and repainting. Energy bills run $1,200 lower each year, thanks to the continuous insulation and solar panels that fit perfectly on the single slope. Even resale value bends in their favor. After 15 years, their appraisal was 8% higher than comparable homes with traditional roofs. Dr. Maya Patel, a structural engineer who reviewed the Dawsons' plans, puts it simply. Cutting the dead load by 12% doesn't just save on steel. It means a smaller foundation, fewer fasteners, and a house that's easier to keep dry and tight. The builder who managed both the Dawsons project and their neighbor's gable-roofed home sums it up. One family got a home that pays them back. The other got a headache. For families planning their own barndominium, the lesson is clear. The smartest choice isn't about spending less. It's about building a home that keeps delivering, year after year. Every year, thousands chase ornate designs and watch budgets spiral. But today, smart builders know a single, well-chosen roofline can mean the difference between breaking ground and breaking the bank. The stakes are real. The savings are real. In the end, smarter design builds better dreams. What do you think?